Yep.
Hey man, so NBA playoffs are in full swing. Full
Mm-hmm.
swing. And there's a certain team.
Not to mention the playoffs, but the play-ins first and then the
play-in
playoffs.
first. Now we in the playoffs.
I think that play-in stuff is stupid. We ain't never talked about it, but I think it's stupid.
It's just
let the top 8 go in, man. Why we gotta have a battle for the last 2 spots? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they ain't get in, if they record didn't allow them to get in, it didn't allow them to get in. Like,
yeah. Why are we affording teams that didn't earn it historically based on give them a second chance to knock off a team who their record rightfully so throughout the season got them where they needed to be? That's it.
Yeah. It got them home for the summer, but instead you give them another shot. Why? So the first and second seed can get an easier game by going up against the 10th and 11th pick. I mean, it's 10th and 11th seeded team.
Yeah.
Or 9th and 10th or whatever. You know, it's like, come on, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's madness. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, I never hated it, but I never really understood it either. Like, why do we need
it? Unnecessary touch. Yeah,
it's unnecessary. Unnecessary. Yeah. But however, but the Lakers, they made it to the play-in. They're in the playoffs. And they ain't looking too good, man. The playoffs, by the way, are very interesting this year. First time in a couple of years that I'm invested in the playoffs. We got some and the good thing is there's a lot of teams that you don't usually hear in the playoffs. The Pelicans are they still in there? I think they're about to get out. They about to get put out. But the Pelicans, they doing their thing. They actually made it there. They made some interesting games. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, Cat, those guys, they doing their thing. It's been some fun playoffs to watch, but it hasn't been fun for the Lakers. Hasn't been fun for LeBron. They down 0-3 right now.
The GOAT
0-3.
Go down 3.
Somebody's GOAT is down.
The GOAT couldn't get a dub.
Can't get a dub.
Oh man.
Can't get a dub. And more interesting, in the post-game interview after the game 3 loss.
Hold on. I gotta wrap my mind around this first. The GOAT. In what season is this film?
19?
Season 19? What round is this?
First round.
The GOAT about to get swept in the first round?
First round.
In his 19th season?
Round. Big GOAT.
Dang. Big GOAT. Because his numbers is better at 39 than the other GOAT.
Jordan's was. Yeah, no,
39, right?
Yeah.
He playing at a higher level. Because he didn't retire, right? He didn't retire for like 3 years and come back on the scrub team, did he?
Nope. He's been with this team for 3 years? 3 years now?
Yeah.
Maybe
he's an important piece, right?
Important piece. You had this team that you've been cultivating for so many years. And this is your squad, this is your team. You playing better than Jordan was at 39, coming out of the office.
Man, this is crazy, man. I can't believe this is happening. So what did LeBron have to say about all this then, bro? Because this is shocking news.
So LeBron has a long face this night. You know what I mean? It's just it ain't looking good for him. And he goes into explain. I can't remember the exact question that the reporter asked him, but he's going through this whole explanation about players wanting to give it their all, and you can't make a player be the greatest that they can be or whatever. If they just want to be whatever they want to be, they can be that. And it's okay because
why?
It's just basketball. It's just basketball. And he ends with that statement that it's just basketball.
Just basketball. Basketball guys.
It's just basketball.
Basketball guys. Man. Well, that boy looked defeated. That's the face of defeat.
Defeated. And
I've seen that face on him a few times. That ain't the first time I seen him look defeated.
You've seen it early in his career. You've seen it midway through his career. You've seen it at 3/4 of his career. You've seen it in all stages of his career. You've seen that face before. You've seen that demeanor before. You've seen that defeatedness in him before. I don't know if that's a word, but defeatedness. You've seen that in him before. And
That's
this is
that
what
face he
LeBron
had
is.
right before he left Cleveland the first time after Boston got done putting the flip flops on him.
Or got embarrassed by Dallas or got embarrassed by San Antonio. That's how you look. But it's like, hey man, it's just basketball. It's just basketball. Which I get. It is just basketball.
It is just
you know what I mean? It is just basketball, but it's just basketball that you have players who get paid millions and millions of dollars to play the game and entertain.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what it is that you're doing. If you're getting paid anywhere upwards of 6 figures or higher, you're given a job to do. I want you to be the best or the greatest at it that you can be. Because we're paying you, or you're being paid and you're being invested in. So that level of you need to be here or striving to be here at all times. Now we get people have different skill sets and different abilities, and people got different ceilings, but you better reach that ceiling. That's how I feel. Whatever your capabilities are, you better maximize it. You better maximize it. And I shouldn't expect anything less, especially if I'm the GOAT.
But it's just basketball, bro. I'm not passionate about this. It's just basketball. It don't matter to me, man. That's that Jokic mindset. Jokic don't see these guys look at this stuff like a job now, man. That's the hilarious thing about it, man. And given it is a job, you know what I'm saying? But
it is a job. It's okay.
But
I get it. But here's the thing.
It's disappointing.
Say that in the off season. Say that in the beginning of the season. Don't say that when it's wartime. I don't want to hear you say that when in the middle of war. Say that when the series is over. It's just basketball when the series. You still got games to play.
Hey, bro.
You
just say that to yourself. You don't even let them words come out your mouth. When you questioning yourself as who you are in the sport, after a long behind whooping and a long season, then you go home and you let your wife tell you it's just basketball and make you feel better about it. But you don't utter them words out your own mouth.
You let somebody pat you on the back and tell you, hey man, look, it's just basketball. But you as the warrior, you as the person in the fight, it's for this moment, it got to be everything to you.
Yeah.
It is just basketball.
You won't never leave it all on the court as long as you realize it's just basketball. That's what somebody say when they got quit in them. Mm-hmm. It's just basketball. Going back to the fight last Saturday between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Devin Haney could have easily said it's just boxing and quit. He kept getting up. He kept getting knocked down. He kept getting up. He got about 6 times because it won't just boxing to him. He ain't no quit in me. You know what I'm saying? If you got that dog in you, it ain't just the sport. It's more than that. It's my legacy. It's all these blood, sweat, and tears and years of hard work and effort that I put into this. It's the dedication that I put into it. LeBron's a very disciplined guy. It's all the discipline. It's more than basketball. It's everything that went into basketball. Is what it is.
And everything.
So you don't just tell yourself
basketball. Not just whatever went into it, but whatever's coming out of it. Because
that too.
Compensation
everything that not you here is because of basketball.
Yeah, the platform,
all these careers, music, studio, movie studios and stuff. That's from basketball. So it's not just basketball. That mansion you live in, homeboy, that's basketball. It's not just basketball, bro. It's not. They calling you the greatest to ever do it. Some kid is looking up wanting to be you, and you saying it's just basketball. So you letting that kid know, hey, bro, you ain't got to be passionate about it, man. It don't mean all that. you don't need to have what I have. This is nothing. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like,
and we get it. Like you're not performing life-saving surgery. Like it's not a matter of life and death. I get it, but the things that you can learn and what you can acquire for yourself and about yourself through sports is why we champion sports through Pop Warner and AAU and Little League and all of these things up into high school and college and even professional sports is because of what it can do for you as far as your mental drive, the kind of heart that you got that's going to push you and propel you through life. Like it gives these guys a stage to be on to make the amount of money and live in the mansions they live in because it's just basketball, because you put something on the line and you sacrifice something. When you were making those sacrifices, it wasn't just basketball. So I don't want to hear that when you're losing. So when you made your sacrifices and you were winning and you're cashing in on your paydays. It wasn't just basketball then. Don't tell me that when you're losing. And me as your teammate, if I'm your teammate and I'm just coming into the league and I'm trying to figure out a way for my family and I'm trying to get to a certain level of stability for generational wealth, generational stability, it ain't just basketball. I don't want to hear you tell me it's just basketball.
Right.
I don't want to hear not you. Maybe the 15th man on the roster, the one who don't even travel with the team. Maybe you can tell me it's just basketball, but I don't want to hear that from the top.
Yeah, not from the top. Not from the top. You set the wrong tone, man. Because ultimately, it's definitely more than that. When your body is going through what you're putting your body through all season long, and especially a guy like him who's done it for all these years, to just dismiss that, you dismissing your own work, your own effort, your own history, and all that you've given to the game. You dismissing it. You dismissing all that anybody before you ever gave to the game. And ultimately, all sports are a beautiful metaphor for life. So
it is.
It shows teamwork. It shows how not giving up and what you can achieve through not giving up. It shows coming from the bottom and making it to the top. You know what I'm saying? That mountaintop. It's a beautiful metaphor for life, man, when you think about it. You know, and shows what teamwork can do when we unify and come together for a common goal. And for you just to be like, all right, nah, none of that matters. It's cool. Yes, it is it's just a game. You're right. But it can mean so much more. And you're missing that. You know what I'm saying? There's a bigger picture. There's a bigger picture, man. And hey, man, 23, 24 would have never said that. I mean, OG 23, not new school 23. You know what I'm saying? But the original. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only one we're talking about. That's the only one we're talking about. It's the original.
Michael Jeffrey wouldn't have said it. Kobe Bean wouldn't have said it. I don't think you'd have got that out of Magic Johnson, Irvin Magic. You wouldn't have got it out of Larry Bird. Isaiah. You wouldn't have got it out of Isaiah. You wouldn't have got that out of Kareem. Lou Alcindor. You know, none of his variations of who he was. You ain't good. They just wouldn't talk like that, man. But that goes to where we are in the world today, man. We at a point where everybody just soft, man. Dudes is soft, man. I don't know how else to say it. That's soft talk. LeBron, shut that soft talk up, bro. Like,
that's soft talk.
Soft, man.
I'm glad you said that. That's soft talk. That's soft talk. Because that's the thing that gets me is, like I said, if you said it in an interview after the season's over, somewhere down the line, he's like, it's just basketball. We do this and this and this and that, and then have some other context around it. But in the middle of the fight,
bro.
You in the middle of the fight. The bell rang. You sitting in your corner right now. In between games, this is you sitting in your corner, and you just saying it's just basketball or just a fight. You don't do that. Like you made the Haven analogy. If that man got to his corner and said it's just a fight, he would have laid down a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't have went the distance, at least.
After the first knockout. After the first knockdown, he'd have quit. If Floyd Mayweather, when Shane Mosley kept rocking him in that fight, he said he pulled him in and told him in his ear, "You're gonna have to kill me in here." That sound like somebody that's just at a sporting event, or that sound like somebody that's willing to get off for something that matters to them. You gotta something gotta matter to you at a point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's too much quit in that boy. That boy got quit in him. You know what I'm saying? And he always had quit in him. He always had quit in him.
That's what confuses me about LeBron, because you can tell there's times where there isn't any quit in him, and he wants to pull through. He wants to fight. He turns into a monster, and we see that. We see that on many occasions. But what doesn't make him my GOAT, what keeps him from being my GOAT, is the fact that we've seen him with the quit in him. Mm-hmm. Even though I've seen your flashes of greatness, and that's what gets you number 2. That's what puts you at number 2. Because we've seen the flashes of greatness. Well, we've seen not just flashes, but we've seen the length of greatness. I'll give him that. Well, we've seen the length of greatness.
Extended greatness along the way, yeah.
But we've seen the quit too. We've seen the quit, and I don't like that. Not for GOAT talk.
No,
not for GOAT talk.
I'm down on that. I'm like that.
I don't like that at all.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Earlier we made the comment about trolling. This is definitely some trolling going on for the LeBron fans because y'all soft as he is. You know, everybody get mad at number 2. Like number 2 ain't a compliment to LeBron. He's great, guys. You know what I'm saying? But all of this other little weird stuff, man, that's why some people just can't get with it. You know what I'm saying? Look, there was a time when Kobe was living, and a lot of people couldn't get with some of the stuff Kobe was doing until you start learning Kobe's mindset and understanding him a little better along the way after his passing. But that's what LeBron's thing is now. People see stuff on him and they just don't coincide. Yeah. It don't feel right to certain people who from a different cloth. Now, if you from LeBron cloth, you feel that. Oh man, yeah, he should quit. He might as well. They won't gonna win. Leave him alone. Y'all got that in you, cool. You know what I'm saying? You feel that, but there gonna be some of us that just don't feel that way, man. We hear that and we go, ugh. And now Ron do some stuff, and I'd be like, ugh, afterwards. Like all the flopping, and he the biggest dude on the court, the strongest dude on the court. Yeah,
and you flopping around.
And you flopping around. That stuff don't feel right to some people. You know what I'm saying? We watch the dude, and sometimes he makes a mistake. He'll drill the ball off his foot and then point at his teammates and fuss at them. And it's like, dude, who are you blaming?
Yeah, we talked about
Smith.
We talked about the J.R. Smith situation. He took that blame, and it was not his blame to take. It was not his blame to take.
And he in history is going to now remember J.R. is this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
the screw up.
The screw up. You know what I'm saying? But those are the moments that a lot of us, it don't sit well with us, man. LeBron ain't got no haters like you think, man. It's just a lot of. I used to think LeBron had haters until I started really processing some of the stuff I watched over the years, and it's like, you know what?
They just dislike what they see.
They dislike what they see. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, he do got some haters. You know what I'm saying? And we probably sound like 2 of them today, but in reality, I'm not a LeBron hater, man. I like to do, you know, but I can't put him in that top guy.
I don't say it's hating because we're reacting to the statement that was made. If LeBron never made that statement in an 0-3 situation,
that's true. We couldn't have this conversation if he didn't say it.
If you go out like Kobe got swept. Kobe got swept in the playoffs, but we saw Kobe's demeanor in the midst of him getting swept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he still had fight in him. He didn't utter anything that sounded like he was giving up or giving in. Yeah, he might know that. Yeah, we might be going home, and we ain't gonna get out this round. We're gonna get swept. But guess what? He still kept that mindset, and that's what you need, especially in just basketball, of what's going to teach the youth or your teammates, your peers, or whatever, or teach yourself what it means to push through and persevere even through adversity, even when you're losing, even when the chips are stacked against you.
Yeah.
What I need to hear from my leadership from the top is none that it's just basketball. Never hear Kobe say, Kobe mounted up. All right, we might take this L. And he ain't saying we might take this L to his teammates probably. But in his mind, we might take this L. But guess what? Outwardly, this is what I'm showing. This is all y'all gonna get from me.
Right. You know, that's a great point that you make, man. And I mentioned Mayweather earlier. A lot of this, I blame him for ushering in this era where people think that being undefeated and stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? When people got this whole you can't lose in life or you suck mentality. Like, man, losing ain't a bad thing. It's not the swept. It's not. I'm teasing him. I don't care that he's getting swept, to be honest with you. It's not that. That ain't no knock. LeBron is still great, even if you sweep him. You sweep him now, they don't take that. This don't hurt his legacy. It don't tarnish his legacy at all. So it ain't the fact that he's losing or how he's getting swept, but it's entirely his behavior while taking the L. The L ain't the issue. How you take an L is the issue always.
Yeah, and I honestly think that how he's taking the L is him trying to save his legacy. You ain't got to do that to try to save your legacy, because what it does is, yeah, I'm about to get swept, but let me take the sting off and just remind people that's just basketball. So if I lose and I get swept, it's just basketball, guys. Don't hold this against me because it's just basketball. Yeah. So I'm trying to save my legacy by talking too much, but in my mind, you're taking your legacy by saying what you're saying. Yeah. It ain't taking the sting off; it's putting the sting on. Now you look weak. Now your legacy is being tainted. Yeah. Now, if you mount it up and say, "Hey, man, we about to go out there. Hey, win, lose, or draw, we're gonna give it our all. It don't matter." And I'm gonna get my guys rallied together and we gonna try to punch him in the mouth. We might get laid out, but guess what? We gonna go down punching.
Yeah,
We're gonna go down swinging.
That's all you ever want. You want to just see the effort. That's all we ever wanted. We started the episode off saying Dennis Rodman was great. Part of the reason, effort. That's it, man.
Yeah, man.
Stop being soft.
The soft era is among us. The soft era is among us.
It's among us, man.
Craziness, man.
Man,